Hi everyone, welcome back to Circle Time. Let's get started, okay? Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? How are you this special day? I'm so glad you came today. Hello, hello, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well, and I miss you guys so much. It's been a long time since we've been at school, and I just wish we could all be together again, don't you? I do. I miss you guys. But I'm glad we get to communicate through Facebook or other ways. And I hope you guys are enjoying the tasks that we're sending home each week. You should be getting some today. So, enjoy those, okay? Teacher Rachel and Teacher Josie and I have worked hard to make put some fun things in there for you guys to do, and I think you're gonna like this week's. Okay, let's do our counting. Let's see what number comes next, okay? And do you know what number comes next? Yesterday was the number 4. What comes after 4? Let's check and see if you're right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number 5. Did you say 5? I hope you did. After 4 is 5. All right, let's count. We're going to do our counting with our big numbers today because we want to count to 10, okay? And I want you guys to all be really good at counting, at least to 10, if not farther. So let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and what do we do after we count in English? Yeah, we get to count in Spanish. Do you guys think you can do it? I think you can. I'm going to take the rings off this book, make it a little easier. All right, let's count in Spanish. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Awesome counting, friends. All right. Have you guys noticed that this week it's been really rainy outside? Have you guys had rain at your house? It's been raining at my house a lot. I put one of my plants outside to get some sun, and it got lots of rain instead. Yeah, I hope that my plant is going to be okay. So since we've had so much rain, I thought we'd talk about rain because rain is another thing that we see a lot of in the springtime. Remember that last week we talked about how spring, we see lots of flowers blooming and we see insects starting to come out, right? And we read the book about spring and we saw all the spring blooms. Well, something else that happens in spring, at least in Washington, is we get lots of rain. Because the rain helps those flowers bloom. The flowers need the rain to grow, right? So I want to sing a song about the rain, okay? So it's one of our bingo songs. So we have 5 letters, and the first one is the letter R. R. So we're going to put that up here. There's something on my board. We're going to put that right there, okay? And then the next letter is A. A. And then the next letter is I. It kind of looks like an L, but this is supposed to be an I. I should have put a dot at the top of it when I made it. I, or 2 lines, because I think it's supposed to be an uppercase I. But, so I should have put the 2 lines on the bottom and on the top, right? I guess I messed that up. The next letter is a N. An N. And our last letter is a Y. And this word is, all those letters, they spell the word rainy. Okay? So we're going to sing our bingo song, but we're going to sing rainy. Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. R-A-I-N-Y, 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 and rainy is the weather. All right, let's take the first letter off, and we're gonna clap instead of saying that letter. Okay, so let's turn over the first one. What letter was this? The letter R. Yeah. So we're gonna clap how many times? Just once. Ready? Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. A-I-N-Y, 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 and rainy is the weather. All right, what's this next letter? An A. That's right, an A. So we're going to turn the A over and we're going to clap how many times? 1, 2 times. Ready? Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. I-N-Y, 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 and rainy is the weather. All right. Let's see if I can balance this so that I can clap instead of hit my knee. Not really. All right. Let's see. What is the next letter? Remember, we talked about this letter. It should have a line on the top and a line on the bottom. So it would be the letter I. Yes. So we're going to turn over the I. And how many times are we going to clap now? 1, 2, 3 times. Okay? Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. N-Y, 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 and rainy is the weather. All right, let's see. The next letter is an N. Yeah, an N. So we're going to turn that over and we're going to clap 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right, ready? Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. Y, and rainy is the weather. And we're going to turn over the last letter, and it is the letter Y. And we're going to clap how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Ready? I'm going to put this down because we don't really need to see that anymore. And we're going to clap. Ready? Today's a day when it is wet and rainy is the weather. And rainy is the weather. All right, good work, you guys. You did so good at singing that song with me, and I am so happy. All right, I have a book, just kind of like the book we read the other day about how there's blossoms on all the trees and you can find flowers in the ground growing. This one is about raindrops. And it's called Raindrops Roll by April Pulley Sayer. And I believe it's the same lady that did the Bloom book, Bloom. But this one is about raindrops. So she took all of the pictures and decided what words were going to go with the pictures. Okay, so let's see what pictures she took this time. This one, the title, remember, is Raindrops Roll. All right. Ooh, and look at the picture on the back of the book, the back cover of the book. Isn't that a pretty bird? I like it. And if you can't really see, well, we kind of see, you can see that it's being rained on. There's some raindrops falling on the little birdie. All right. Rain is coming. You can feel it in the air. Do you think the animals can feel when it's going to start raining? I think they can, and they go and hide from the rain sometimes. The sky darkens with storm. Have you noticed that when it's about to start to rain or when it is raining, the clouds turn really dark gray? Sometimes it's a light gray, but a lot of times it's a dark gray, and it gets kind of darker outside when it should be bright. Insects take cover. They hide from the rain. A firefly below a leaf. It's hiding underneath the leaf. That's the bottom part of the leaf right there. A fly inside a pod. Uh-oh, you guys, my batteries, just a second. I'm going to plug my computer in really quick because it was just beeping at me that it needs to be plugged in. There we go. All right. A fly inside a pod. So this is a seed pod for one of the plants. So the fly is hiding inside of it. Rain plops and it drops. I like the sound of rain. Do you guys like the sound of rain when it starts raining? I do. It patters. It spatters. The birdie is taking a shower. Rain waters. It washes. And it weighs down. It's washing the pumpkin off, but look at how it's weighing down. Is that a blade of grass? It's making it fall over because it's heavy. It thuds and it makes mud. Who likes to go play out in the mud when it's raining or right after it rains? When I was a kid, I used to like to do that. It fills and it spills. Sometimes leaves make little cups and they fill up with water, and then when they get too full, they fall out. The water falls out. Rain stops. It stopped raining, yet raindrops remain. They're still on the leaves, the grass, and the flowers. They gather. They glob together. The raindrops kind of come together and make bigger drops sometimes. Raindrop spangles mark angles. That looks like a bunch of grass or maybe a tree. I'm not sure what that was. They cling to curves. What is this rain clinging to? Can you decide what that is? Does it look like a spider web maybe? I think so. And the rain covers the cocoons. Look at that, there's little caterpillar cocoons, or not butterfly cocoons, huh? They start out as caterpillars and then they turn into butterflies. Raindrops settle and they slip. They dot and they drip. They drip off of everything that they were settling on, don't they? And they fall to the ground. They magnify. If you look at the raindrop, it's making the dots look bigger, isn't it? And mingle and moisten. They make the ground wet so that things like mushrooms can grow. Raindrops reflect. Can you see in this raindrop right here? You can see another leaf inside of it, can't you? That's pretty cool. So it's like a mirror. It reflects the other thing. They reveal. Raindrops highlight what is real. They make things look beautiful, don't they? They linger in lines, and when the sun shines, there's another spider web. Raindrops slowly dry. The sun dries it all off, doesn't it? All right, guys, we have had a fun circle time today, haven't we? I'm so glad you've been here with me, and I hope you enjoyed this circle time. Okay, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.